talk about this a bit more. Joining me now from St. Louis is Jonathan Clarke. He is a writer and analyst at Politics in Color. Jonathan, good to talk to you again. So, that last set of stats, let me try to be as fair as I can about those stats and then let you take it apart. So, the figures there, does that represent a racist power structure there in Ferguson, racialized policing, or getting your revenues from the population, and in this case, Ferguson is 2/3 black?
Well, you're looking at a community that is having a difficult time, probably, raising revenue in other ways. And they've already shown that. I think it's about 1/5 of their revenue is generated through these sort of fees. And it's pretty easy money. So they just go ahead with what's worked for them before, and that's to raise fees in this way. I don't know that we necessarily want to go as far as labeling this racist, because
right.
that's a pretty strong label right now, and I don't know that it does very much to advance the conversation at this point.
Yeah.
But there certainly is a racial component to it because of the racial makeup of Ferguson.
Exactly. Okay, so Jonathan, 3 African Americans on the Ferguson Police Department. Is it true? 1 black city council member? So here's the question. Do black people in Ferguson understand that they have the power to change the status quo in their city by registering to vote and then voting?
I don't know that they understand it any more or any less than does the black population across the country. Certainly what we're seeing is what appears to be reflected in voter participation here among blacks is a certain disenfranchisement, not believing that their votes count, not believing that they make a difference. The question is, how much does that differ marginally, or does it differ widely from the black community across the country? And if that's the case, then how does Ferguson and the black residents of Ferguson, and even the greater St. Louis region, how do they understand their place in the national fight? And what do they do perhaps to play a leading role in moving not just Ferguson forward, but moving black folks across the nation forward?
Oh, that's interesting. So the latest numbers I've been able to find, 6% of eligible black voters participated in the last municipal elections there in Ferguson. And I think you would agree that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's much lower.
And again, so there is an opportunity at this moment, right now, for Ferguson not only to do something for its own community, but to send a message countrywide, correct?
Right, and that's the question. Will they accept the mantle? Will they understand that we can advance not just what's happening here in Ferguson, but that we can play a real role, and we've got midterm elections coming up here, we can play a real role in influencing that, and creating an atmosphere where more black people across the country are beginning to participate in the process, where more black people are seeing themselves through Ferguson's lens and are deciding that they too are going to start playing a role. And that's election swinging. That sort of thing matters. And the question is, will the black folks in Ferguson accept that mantle? Will they lead going forward instead of just standing still?
Lead. So what is the African American leadership in St. Louis County going to do about this? Do you see any signs, any indications that they understand everything that we've been talking about and are willing to move forward in a leadership role?
There are signs that they see this. There's signs that they understand. Here's the question: are they at a place where they've waited too long, at least for this cycle, to matter? Are they in a place where they can mobilize quickly enough? Do they have the agility to move? And have they been stagnant for much too long to make a difference right away? And I think that's an open question right now. We would like to believe so, but I'm not convinced that that's the case.
All right, Jonathan, good to talk to you as always. Jonathan Clarke, he is a writer and analyst at Politics in Color, joining us from, where are you, in St. Louis? Okay, in St. Louis. Thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah, we're in Wildwood, Missouri.
Okay.